Hey everybody, it's me, TPG. I hope that this video finds you doing well and having a great night. It is the 20th of April, 2021, and I haven't done one of these in a while, so I decided to vlog while I was on my way home from Target. I've had a long night, a long week, and it's only Tuesday. But I wanted to talk to you guys about a few things before I got home, and I thought I'd do a car vlog video because those are easier to do here in my life lately. So, as I told you guys in my last video, I'm going to be cutting down on some of my hours at Target, and hopefully I'll be working summer school, which is basically doing the same thing I do now, so it'll be a little bit different. I'm trying to go on a brief medical leave from Target, and I know everyone's wondering why, and I honestly got to tell you guys that one of the reasons I haven't done a lot of videos here lately is I haven't been a good friend to people. I'm going through a lot mentally. I'm starting this new, it's called Zoloft. It's a new medication that I'm on, and it's the generic version of it. And I'm starting it, and I'm weaning myself off of Paxil, so it's kind of or I have weaned myself off of Paxil, so it's kind of a change in between the two, and some days is good, some days are bad. I'm really irritable sometimes. I'm eating like a mofo, like everything in sight. I'm just going through these mood swings like crazy. So it's all of it just evening out. Some days, like I said, are good and bad. Like today, I really miss my dad. I broke down like twice, I think. They were brief. It's brief. Like I said, I'll cry 1 minute and the next minute I'm angry, you know. I came in this morning thinking I was just going to quit both my jobs, and earlier, you know, I posted on Facebook I want to move away somewhere. So it's a lot that I'm going through, and I do want to do some vlogs about it, guys, but to be honest, Target has me scheduled 30-something hours right now, and I am exhausted. I am working myself to the bone. I wish I had 5 minutes to sit down and do a video and talk to you guys in person, but I don't right now. And right this week, I only got 1 day off, which is so stupid. And I told them, I said, you know, this isn't my only job, and there's people that depend on this job for money. Let them have these hours. I'm perfectly fine, but I guess they depend on me. I don't know. But anyway, guys, that's where I'm at with the job front. So I'm trying to do better with that. Trying to, you know, just cut back a little bit and see what's going on. I scheduled, and I have a special on the 28th of this month. I'm going to see a specialist to have some special inserts made for my feet that are supposed to help my feet a lot when I walk. They'll be put in all of my shoes, so hopefully that will help, you know, a little bit on the sore feet and all, because these will be made especially for my feet and the pressure points and what's wrong with them. They're going to be molded and made. I have to go to the doctor's office and get them, my feet plastered and made and all that stuff, the mold of my feet made. So it's going to be kind of interesting. And luckily the insurance is covering all of it except for $44 of these things, and they're like really expensive. They're like $400 or something, so I'm only having to pay $44, and I think that's awesome for a pair, which is not bad. But yeah, that's, oh, excuse me, guys. Let's go on the home front. My MRI I rescheduled for May 10th. They're going to do an MRI and find out what's going on my back and my feet. They think maybe something in my back could be triggering something in my feet, and I think it might come from years of me sleeping on the couch. I told you guys I sleep on the couch because A, it's comfortable, and B, it's because I can be close to all my babies at one time. But I may have to start changing that soon. I did, however, find a chiropractor here in our town, and I've never been to one, and I've always been curious. And like Shanna Rose says, she's gone before, different people. My mom was always terrified of it, that they were going to make you paralyzed or whatever. Me, I'm not really that way. I do want to go to one. You can get your first session for $29, and then if you want to sign after you get your first setting, they call it, your session, and they set you and everything, you kind of get yourself on a plan, and it's like it could be $79 a month for 3 visits or whatever. I don't know, there's different plans you go through. So I thought I'd go in and give it a try, let them try it with me and see if I like the first setting, if I, you know, pay the $29. And if I don't, then I at least got it done once, and if I do, then I might set up a plan or something like that eventually. But, you know, right now, that's the second thing I want to talk about, guys. Money for me right now is crazy. Like, I just found out that I'm about to lose my house. The taxes are, well, I won't lose it. I'll find a way, guys. I'm not going to lose my house. It's not spread around. But there's a lot of back taxes from when my brother owned this place that I didn't know about when it was never put into probate or whatever. So I got this letter in the mail saying I owe over $300 immediately. And And guys, I've never had like a real vacation in a long time. I know we went to Carowinds last year, but like just a vacation where I got away and hung out in a long time. And I've been trying so hard. As you guys know, I was saving money to go to Dollywood. I was saving money to go here and there. But with the pandemic, I really don't want to go to like Dollywood or Disney World just yet. That's more of next year. But what I want to do is I wanted to go. My friends and I all booked this place in Savannah, Georgia, and that's where we're going to go for a little mini vacation for like 3 or 4 days. I will be broadcasting. And basically, we're going to go there and we're going to hang out. We're going to have a great time and just kind of chill a little bit, kind of get it under our wing, kind of get comfortable. So with that being said, I'm trying to save for that. But now, you know, I had money for that, and then I opened a savings account. I had a really good amount of money in there, and I had to pull from that to take care of my car. Something with my car. Then I got it put back in there when my stimulus came. Something else happened, and now I've got to dig into my savings to try to help pay this $300. You know, I wonder why now all these YouTubers get these people that like anonymously give them money. I'm like, what happened to me? What happened? I'm a nice guy, but I don't know. Sometimes they'll just drop them mysterious money in their PayPals and stuff, or in their tips in their chat rooms, you know, or however, they'll just leave it to them. And I'm like, why can't that happen to me sometime? I'm a good person. But I work my butt off, guys. And that's, I think, what really starting to get my depression down the most is that I work my ass off for nothing. I feel like every time I get ahead just a little bit, something throws me backwards. And I'm physically exhausted. My body is not able to take much more. My doctors are telling me to slow down, but I can't. My bills are piling up. My medical bills are outrageous. You know, so it's just a lot going on right now emotionally with me, and I'm all over the board. I really do need I need help with the money. I don't want to take out another loan, but I may have to, because my friends have already booked this place, so I agreed to pay the price for that. So I have until the end of, I think it's the end of May to pay that. It's $250 to go on this vacation for the place we rented. I have to pay it, so I can't let my friends down. Even if I don't go, I still have to pay it. So I made a commitment to that, because at the time I didn't realize about the back taxes. Now I gotta pay the back taxes. I got so many, my phone bills everything's gathering up on me, and my money's just not coming in like it should. So, and you know, I was out of work for a while with Target. I wasn't working hours like I should because I was so sick at Target. You know, I had COVID, and they only paid me half my salary for COVID. And then I had, you know, my knee. I've had to miss several days with my knee being swollen, so my checks haven't been as big as they have been. So I'm just kind of like, okay, Lord, please help me, you know. Let something fall in my lap, just something that'll help me out. But I do believe in God, and I do believe in positive things. And I believe if you think positive and set your mind straight for positivity, things are going to happen. But I'm like, come on, can I just have a secret admirer, please? God just wants, drop it in my PayPal or in my, you know, my PayPal would be so sweet from a secret admirer. I just see all these YouTubers, and I don't ever want to be I'm not an e-beggar, and I don't ever want to be an e-beggar, because that's not who I am. You know, but I see these people like calling people horrible names, and they're getting dropped, you know, hundreds of dollars for calling people bad names. And I'm like, here I am, just an honest person who's always been honest, always done good for people, who still does good for people in their life. And I'm like, you know, people forget about me now. Sharon Simply Southern did drop me a really sweet treat when my father passed away, and I thanked her, and I hope she's all right. Speaking of that, please pray for Simply Sharon. They're two different people. Her husband passed away, so please pray for her, guys. Also, please pray for anybody out there that you know needs prayer, because sometimes you never know what's going on with a person. And that's one of the things with me, is like I cover all of my sorrow and anger and things with humor, and sometimes my humor is not always great, but sometimes it's like the best I can do. So I try to be, you know, I try to be funny, but it's hard sometimes. And it's like that line in the movie Grease, in the musical Grease, the musical, not the movie. Sandy sings her song, and she says, you know, don't they realize it's just, you know, she says, hold on guys, she's like, I'm lost. She says, don't they realize, can't they see the tears in my smile? Can't they see the tears in my smile? Don't they realize there's just one of me, and it has to last me a while? That's one of my favorite lines from a musical. I'm sorry I had to say it 600 times, guys. I'm so tired. You guys have no idea. Like, I just feel like I haven't slept in 6 years. But yeah, so it's like that line is so poignant to me, because that's kind of how I am and where I'm at right now. It's like, can't you see where I'm at, and how sad I am, and where I'm at emotionally. And I don't want to show that side to a lot of people on YouTube, because I want you guys to always know that I am out here for you guys, and I'm always here. And I miss so many of y'all so much. I miss Sharon, Simply Southern. I miss Lisa and Carol and Debbie and Captain and Joy and all the people that I've kind of pushed myself away from a little bit. I know COVID has been crazy for all of us. I miss Pink and Purple and Blue TV, Douglas Fairchild, Project Dorton, Tracy Plans, Debbie Davis. I miss all of these wonderful YouTubers. Nicole, Paint Your Face. Just amazing YouTubers who I just miss watching their videos. Tammy Minda, one of my dearest people on earth. I love her. Jacqueline. Oh my gosh, I love Jacqueline. And of course, my sweet, wonderful friend Allison, who, oh my God, I just love Allison so much. Allison is like thebomb.com. And I just reached out. I'm not snobby, guys. I'm not trying to be better than anybody. I'm just in a weird place. And my dad's death took me to a weird place. I'm about to show you guys where my daddy's buried at, actually, my mama. You're about to see this little church cemetery up here real quick. I'm not gonna pull into it because it's late at night, but they'll get me for it. But right here, you'll see this church. There's a cemetery back there. You'll see my daddy and mama is buried back there in that little cemetery. I see their light on their grave right now. They finally took the tent down, my daddy's grave, but yeah, my daddy's buried back there right next to my mom and my brother, so I know he's happy. But yeah, so anyway, I miss my dad, and I haven't had a chance to process that, and so that's why this vacation is really important to me, because one of the things that my therapist Mary has talked to me about is learning to take time for myself and relax. And she's like, I do not want you to think about crap on this vacation, and it's not till August, guys. So I got plenty of time. If you guys, we're gonna make videos, and we're gonna do fun things, and I'm gonna try to build up the money to go on this vacation with my friends and have a good time. But I need it just to relax and recover and regroup. I do want to try to take a couple day trips just to be able to do that. And if we do, I'm going to take you guys, of course, with me. But I just need one of the things that my therapist has told me is that I need more me time. I need to learn how to relax on my me time and just say, hey, you know what? Because I love my roommate. I love Gabe. But Gabe is surrounded by a negative light in his life right now. He just doesn't have a lot of happiness in his life. So he has a negative energy that brings down, he always has this negativity about him. And it ends up us getting into this fight a lot, and it ends up with him saying mean things to me because he's so miserable in his life. He'll say mean things to me, and I'll say mean things back to him. And it's gotten to where it's just out of control, and he blames me for everything because I've been in his shoes, and I tried to explain this to him. A while back, I was the same way. I was evil, I was mean, I was yelling at people because I was so miserable with my life. But then I realized one day that there's only one person who can fix that, and that's me. By the way, guys, I'm just driving around so I can finish this vlog. Was me. But Gabe doesn't want to change. Gabe enjoys being miserable. So with that being said, there's no way I can stop that or help that. I'm going to circle this block one more time, and then I'm going to go home, guys, because I really am tired. School has been crazy this year. This mask thing, I don't think anybody has ever understood the amount of anxiety, the amount of anything that this mask-wearing COVID bull crap has put me in this year. I don't think I can explain it to anybody in a good way to understand how COVID has just done my nerves and my body and everything about me, and where it's left me is not in a good place. But it has done some good, and I must be honest, it helped me to come to light that, hey, it made my anxieties and stuff come to light so that I was able to go and get help and seek out a therapist. And I love my therapist, Mary. I do. Mary is just so awesome. And she's done a lot for me. She's fun. She's great. I mean, I go in there all happy-go-lucky like I try to do to hide things, and she knows I'm bullshitting, but she's going to get down to the nitty-gritty when I get comfortable. We talk about, like last week, we just talked about TV shows that we love, Shameless, and she's still learning me. So we talked about Shameless. We talked about RuPaul's Drag Race, like all the stuff that we love, and we just talk about it. And so, I think it's just we're still getting to know each other kind of phase, but it's been so good for me, and even she thinks that it's just been wonderful for me in therapy. But I want you guys to know that I'm not abandoning anybody's friendship. I promise, guys. I feel bad because I know there's Carol reaches out to me every day. Debbie's reached out to me several times since my dad died. I just haven't processed it. I'm numb. And tonight on Facebook, I posted, I'm just done. Like, I constantly pray I'll get out of here. Somebody give me a shot or I'll rot here. I just want to move. Sometimes I want to stick a pin in it, just see what the pin says and move. Boom, I'm going to Norfolk, Virginia, That's kind of how I feel sometimes, guys. And I just want you to know, I'm going to be fine. I've always pulled myself through. This medicine change has just got, like I said, it's got me crazy. And what I do is I try to keep myself busy. But now I think my body is just not letting me do the things I need to do to try to stay busy. But yet my therapist is also telling me that I do need to process things. She's like, take a walk. So like I did take off next Wednesday. I'm going to be leaving early to go have this thing done. So I'm going to be hanging out with Shannon Rose. But on May 10th, I did take that day off. And hopefully my friend will be able to go with me. If we do, I want to go to the zoo. If not, I may just go to the zoo by myself or go somewhere and just have a day and process and just be fun and have a day and just be myself. And that's kind of what I need to do, a little more me time, because I haven't done that so long in my life ever. So that's one thing she's trying to encourage. Now the funding of that is getting, like I said, my phone, everything's just getting crazy right now for me, bill wise, and with this $300 thing coming in, and then my car broke down, and I was just like, oh my God, all this is just piled up on me right now. So with that being said, I'm not sure if I can be able to afford to go on a trip. It would be a day trip. Like, the zoo is literally an hour from me, if that. It's like 45 minutes. I don't like to drive on long trips, let me tell y'all. I don't like to drive. That's a secret. I'll tell y'all a secret. Come here, I'll tell you a secret. I don't like to drive on long trips. I get very sleepy. I'm getting sleepy just driving around. When I was a baby, I would scream very loudly, and my parents, loudly, not loudly. See how tired I am? I would scream very loudly, and my parents would drive me around the block, and that was the only way that I would go to sleep. So since the beginning of my life, if I'm in a car for too long, whether I'm driving or I'm doing anything, I get really incredibly sleepy, and I can't, like, Gabe can tell you, there's been times that we've driven to Columbia, which is an hour away, or Augusta, Georgia, which is like 30 minutes ago, and I'm sound asleep in the seat beside him. Shannon Rose can tell you, daylight, nighttime, sometimes I'm gone, so, especially nighttime. So, like, I'm just getting sleepy driving around doing this video. It's just always been very soothing to me. Driving was always where when I was angry or mad, I would get in my car and I would walk around and I would just process things. And so sometimes driving around is a way to process, but like big cities, like driving to a big city like the zoo or something, scares the living bejesus out of me, and it makes my anxiety like, up to here. So if I can't find somebody to go with me, I may just have to go by myself, because I do want to do something on that day. I was going to take a half day from school, but I decided that I think I just need a mental day. I'm going to go to the doctor. My appointment's at like 8, something like that, either 8:15. My appointment's at there, so I'm going to be there at 8:15. I gotta come up, and with that, I got to come up with $100. That's another reason it's been so crazy, is I need $100 for that, for this MRI, and they won't see me anymore to fix my feet until I come up with $100. So I've got to try to come up with that. I may have to take out a loan, I don't know. Maybe I'll mysteriously get $100, who knows? Maybe it'll fall out of the sky, I don't know. I really need $100. I need that, and I need the money for this, taxes for my house. So it's just a lot. I'm trying not to cry, guys. I'm sorry. It's just, the more I think about it, the harder it is not to cry. But I'm gonna get this MRI done, and I want to find out exactly what's going on, because, guys, my feet are in such pain. Like, just driving now, my feet hurt so bad. And Target doesn't understand that I just can't work all these long hours. But luckily, I did cut my schedule back a little bit, so that'll help. And even I decided, if I don't teach summer school, I'm gonna go back full time at Target like I was this time last year, where the pandemic first hit and I wasn't in school and I was just working a lot. And I don't mind doing that, because at that time in the summer, that will be my sole job. I won't have school or anything like that. If I'm doing summer school, I'm going to keep my schedule exactly the same way, except I'm going to change, because I'm going to still be off Monday, Wednesday, but Friday I will not change my time. I was like, oh, I'm going to be free all the time. and just work anytime, but I'm not. I'm going to only work 5 to 10, so I still have a little bit of free time because I don't want to be working 7 days a week, between the two. But I'm still going to make that money, so we'll see. They haven't opened up the summer school applications yet, but hopefully they will be in the next couple of days because, we only got 30-something more days left till summer school starts, so they really need to get hired, I think. But they do that pretty quickly anyway. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it. God, I've blabbered for so long. You guys are probably like, oh my God, this man is never going to shut up. But I just wanted to share with you some things that's going on in my life. It's going on in my life and where I'm at in my life and just what's going on with these meds. And I know some of you reached out to me, and I'm not trying to be a terrible friend. I'm really not. I'm just just tired. I'm in a bad place. I'm grumpy. I just want to feel better. I want my feet to feel better. I want these money problems to go away. I've never had them like this. I've always been an independent person and a good person, and I don't understand it, and I refuse. Somebody was talking to me a while back on YouTube, and they were like, well, maybe you should, be a drama channel or be this or be that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to hurt people's feelings just to people to tip me on YouTube. I feel like if people like your content, they want you to make you tip yourself. That's their prerogative. That's what they should do because they enjoy your content and they enjoy what you do. But if anyone was to ever tip me, like for the taxes or something, I would be happy to show my receipt that, hey, this is what my money went to, is what I paid for. Because I'm not going to have all that scandal of people like, oh, I gave him $300 to go pay his taxes and he didn't do it, blah, blah, blah. Because I'm telling you, if somebody was to donate something like that, like what's happened on some of their channels, I would go straight to place, pay it, and I would do a video showing my receipt right then and there so that no one said nothing. Just because that's exactly what I would do. Every dime of it would be paid on those taxes, every single dime. And what was left, if I had to send it back to the person, if there was any extra, I would send it back to the person, unless they said to keep what was extra. But that's just me. That's just how I am. I'm going to always have proof. I'm never going to say nothing I don't mean because I work hard. I work very extremely hard. But I just can't seem to get ahead. I don't know. I don't know if I need to take out a loan or what I'm going to do. I don't know what to do right now about it, guys. If you have any suggestions, help me out with it. If you have any thoughts on it, please put them in the comments. Guys, I just need a lot of love. Surround me by a lot of love would be the best thing right now. Give me hugs and virtual hugs and cards and letters and whatever you want to do. If you want to donate something, please feel free to. If you don't, that's fine. I just need encouragement, words of encouragement, words of love, words of praise, prayer. Please pray for me right now, guys. I just need to let all this process, and hopefully this summer I'm going to get a little more motivated to do things and walk and lose this weight, have this vacation. I'll lose, I'm going on this vacation one way or another. I'll make the money by the time I have to go, by the time I have to pay it, to pay for my part of it. Because like I said, we rented an Airbnb, and I'll talk more about that. I'm going to tell you all about that in my next video because I'm about to pull into my driveway. So I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon, okay? Remember to always be who you are. Don't change for nobody. Don't let somebody make you into a horrible person, okay? And remember to subscribe, remember to like, remember to, if you want to send me an email, please make sure you send it to the email listed. If you want to send me cards, my address is below. If you want to do anything else, all the information you need is right here in my videos. Thanks, guys. Love you. Bye.